Broadcasting from Watts Creative Studios and live on Grove Street FM. You're listening to Talk Local to Me, brought to you by the Central Virginia Business Coalition.
100 episodes, friends, of Talking Local in the community, and we are live. We are late, and it's funny because I have my adoring crowd is messaging me going, "Hey, where are you? Because you're not live yet." So, exactly, yeah. Woo! That's what I'm talking about.
We have a studio audience here.
Way to go, Woody. Way to be prepared. I feel like we have a studio audience because we have quite a few people here today, and I'm really I'm excited about it. So sorry, guys. I was running late. I will take all the ownership of that. If you're traveling today on 221, don't. I was all on time, and I'm never I'm never on time.
You're never late, right?
Yeah, right.
Never.
I'm whatever. So, but I really was on time. I had picked up everything I needed to pick up. I was cruising. I hit Perryville Road, and I saw the line of cars, and words came out of my mouth, and I won't say them on air because I don't know if you have your button ready, but I was just like, I am not going to make it. I am not going to make it on time. So I apologize for the late, but hey, 100 episodes, I can be late if I want to, right? Right. So anyway, I want to really quickly before we get started, because I do have a crew in here today of different businesses I'm going to be talking with. A couple who have been on with me before, one who has been on with me from the beginning. A new member that's coming on, and we're going to talk about something they have going on. But I want to start off by thanking you guys that listen in every single week. Those who've gotten me to 100 episodes, and we do this for you. Well, a little bit for me because I just like to talk, but we do this for our business owners. We do this, to give those in the community insight into what you guys do, what y'all have going on, and a big thank you to those who listen on grovestreet.fm or wherever it is that you're getting your podcast from. And then a big, huge thank you to Woody Watts, my producer.
Thank you. Thank you.
Grove Street FM extraordinaire, and Grover the Otter.
Here. He is.
Where
here.
is he?
He's running around the studio somewhere. Probably where the food is.
He is probably in there.
He likes hanging out with the food.
Guys, we have a smorgasbord. I'm not even gonna lie.
You would think it was 300 people here.
You would. So part of today, and we did this back. Gosh, and Allison, you were here the last time we did this, where we had different businesses. That were, caterers or members of ours that do food. They donated food to us so we could sit here and eat while we talked. And we're going to be talking about them today. Great way to promote everything that they do. And I think we have about 9 different businesses. And so I did put out a Facebook post today that if you're listening and you hear us talking, if you tag one of them on Talk Local to Me, if you tag their name under the comment that I put up there earlier, you should see it under the CVABC page and our members only page. Let us know you're listening. We're going to do a giveaway. East Coast Wings gave us a $20 gift card.
Oh,
that's right.
They're so awesome.
They are awesome. They are awesome.
Fantastic people.
Yes. So, we might as well go ahead and talk about that, because East Coast brought us some wings, some quesadillas, right? Some macs and cheese. I say mac and cheese and Autumn's up. Like, everyone knows her addiction. She loves mac and cheese.
Tell Brandon there's a chair free because Autumn.
The
mac and cheese.
Autumn left.
Autumn left the building, everyone. So no, we didn't just bring her Debbie cakes today. She's got actual food to eat. Although I think she did pick up some different drinks that were a little bit different. We talked about Woody a couple episodes ago. We were talking about the different Dr. Peppers.
Yeah. Oh, the cream, strawberry cream.
I think she brought me one because that's my fave.
Yeah.
That's my new fave.
They're good. They're really good.
They are. So what is that?
So
all the drinks.
So what are the rules again for everybody? So to go to the Talk Local to Me Facebook page.
If they go to the Talk Local to Me page, and so there was a post put up earlier today that said 100 episodes. If you go on there and tag one of the businesses that we either talked to today, so any one of you guys, or one of the businesses we talk about as far as like food that we're eating, then if you tag them, then we will put you in for a drawing for that gift card. So, so we're doing that today. So anyway, well, I want to introduce my guests today, and they'll be going in and out. Most of you, y'all know Woody. We already talked about Woody. He'll be chiming in.
Thank you.
I'm sure. Autumn just almost fell over, so we'll talk about her in a minute. We have Allison Zuba with CAPS, and we're going to be talking about
all things CAPS.
All
There's
things
so much
CAPS
going on at CAPS. It's incredible.
Yes.
So yeah,
Yes.
thank you.
And then we have Brandon Brown with Brown's Heating and Air.
I'm here.
And
thank you for asking me to come.
yes, and then we have Ernie Taylor, right, with Spring Oak.
Yes, hi.
At
Thanks
Bedford.
for having me.
So, wow, lots of things to talk about today. And then, of course, Autumn we've already talked about her. She's running around in the back. She'll chime in every now and then. And then we also have Chris Morris with Eagle Eye Photography. He's over there. You know, he does a lot of our photography for the studio, and he helps do a lot of our social media promotion, and he's our local weather forecast. What do you not do over there, Chris? You do so much. You do so much for us. So we have him here as well. So I guess let's get started. Brandon, did you say you have to head out soon?
In a little while. Yeah, I'm going to stay as long as I can.
Are you good? We're gonna chat with Brandon.
Start with Brandon.
Let's start with Brandon.
I love what he does.
Yes.
Oh, well, we love y'all. Everybody in this room.
Yes. Well, I'm going to start with Brandon. Well, Brandon's been with me from the beginning. I want to say I actually was on your podcast.
My very first podcast episode, I believe.
Right.
And earlier today on my show, me and Woody timed it out because I'm between vacation stuff. But May 10th is my 100th episode.
Right. Congrats.
So you were in like the first few to help get me going and fell in love with it. And
I said, Woody, give me a show.
I want my own.
I want my
It's
own show.
Isn't it amazing how far this podcasting has come for Woody?
It really has.
Thank you.
What has it been? It's probably 2 years, right?
Going on three, almost three. It'll be three.
Yeah.
End of this year.
I mean, the table has grown.
Yes.
The microphones have grown. It's just like everything, it gets bigger and better. I think there's something new almost every time we walk into the studio. But, you know, your Cool Talk podcast kind of got me rolling. And I appreciate you, having me on there and talking, being able to talk with you about that. And then not only that, but you're a member.
Yes.
You're
absolutely.
our top sponsor.
Yep.
You're a champion sponsor of us. And you have been for
This is the fourth year, I
gracious,
believe.
at least 4
Exactly.
years.
But and we really sponsor and push things we believe in. And I've talked about it today. I mean, 100th episode. Congratulations. That's awesome.
Thank you. As I open up my
but also just
Dr. Pepper.
from where you've been from when we started this till now with Central Virginia Business Coalition is night and day. And I talked about it today with Woody of how being a small business owner is hard, and tough. And even on a good times. But then we've also, with the coalition, have been through the pandemic. We're going through inflation. We're going through all this stuff. And I'm not saying this just because I'm on this show. I tell people outside of this show, I really, really firmly believe in my heart that if it wasn't for Heather and the coalition, several or maybe more businesses that are in members now would not have a business because of what we went through with the COVID and the stuff. Y'all adapted. The podcast adapted to get people's names out, to spread their business, to keep their doors open. And that's just a worth and value that's beyond what anybody can imagine in this Central Virginia. As much as we promote shop local, it's easy to shut the doors. And I just want to commend you and with the podcast, not only, but your staff and the coalition I firmly think businesses have stayed open because of the things y'all have done, events, and making it so affordable. You don't really think about the impact you've had, but it's big because if you don't have that and have people lean on and adapt and go to Zoom meetings monthly because we couldn't meet in person, go to events where we could still meet and not be 10 feet or whatever it was always adapting, and it never cost us any more, so, or 6 foot, the 6 foot, but it never cost us any more. The price, I just, really feel lucky to be a part of the group. Overall, and just have the people promoting our business in the group, you promoting other businesses. I really think people have kept their doors open through all of this because of y'all's setup.
Wow.
So
Thank you.
Thank you.
Come on.
Dang.
And that's serious. And I've told businesses that I've had
carry him around in my back.
I've had people join. I'd have to look at the list that I've sent to join the group.
Yeah.
that I'm not even talking to you about or Cindy. I'm like, just go check out the group for yourself. And this is why I present and promote this, because it's if not, it's shop local and talk local to me would be lying, be false advertisement if she promoted local and talked local to me and their business didn't back up what they said.
Right. Well, I appreciate that. And, but also I have to give a big kudos back to you, because we were able to do all of those things because we had supporters, sponsors like yours, like Allison, who in the past couple of years have believed and trusted in what we did and allowed us to be able to continue to work and put those dollars back into our small businesses. So while I appreciate, the kudos to me, a lot of it goes back to you guys as well, because I can't do it all.
You're welcome. Yeah. I'm glad to support it and glad of the business we've gotten from the group.
And there's a lot though that you have done yourself, with Brown's Heating and Air. Let's talk about, what you've done with the giveaway with the Chick-fil-A, where you've given a HVAC system for the past 2. This will be your third year.
This is starting
coming up.
year 3 of the giveaway, and we did that from the pandemic. We saw a lot of people hurting and needing heating and air that couldn't afford it, whether it was medical, vets, or things like that. So we do a contest every fall. It'll start in August. Will be nominations, September voting. And we just reached out to Chick-fil-A when I thought about it and said, hey, you want to partner with us? They said, absolutely. So they provided the food and the venues and help us advertise it. But yeah, the community votes. They actually nominate. So be watching on our website. We have a giveaway tab, and Central Virginia Business Coalition is a partner with us on that, which we thank. In August, you'll nominate somebody in need, needs an air conditioner, heat pump, that cannot afford it. And it could be any reason why. We narrow it down to 3, which is tough. And then the community actually votes as well. And we had over 300 nominations last year for the second giveaway, and over 7,000, 8,000 votes.
Yeah, I think it was 8.
Wow.
Yeah.
And ended up being able to give away 2 because a sponsor or someone stepped up and said, I knew this other family that didn't win. And they asked if they would donate half, if we would cover the labor or donate the equipment. And we said, absolutely. So actually 2 of the 3 got a free system.
That's amazing.
And then the third one is church is actually currently raising money now, and we're going to help them out as well as our goal. So yeah, it's amazing to be able to do that.
And speaking of Chick-fil-A, I'll go ahead and give my first plug to my well, actually, I guess my second plug. But we got some nuggets back there. You can't have donated food from places without getting some Chick-fil-A nuggets, man. I was like, hey, can I get a little small platter? And they were like, sure,
absolutely.
But I do love working with Chick-fil-A. They do a lot for us as well. But you also do the Dream Home.
Yeah, St. Jude Dream Home.
Yep.
We're on our 4th or whatever one it is now in Lynchburg, 4 or 5. I'm lost track, but that's an amazing process as well.
Every year I say I'm going to buy a ticket to win, and I never do. They sell out so quick. And I mean, I could win a
now.
cool
I don't know
home.
the date of the tickets. I'll let you know ahead of time, but you do.
So let me know.
Oh yeah, honestly,
Inside
call Custom Structures and get on Ashley's list
Yeah.
so that she's got your name on one before you.
Well,
They go in hours.
I need to chat with Custom Structures because they purchased the Wells Fargo building here in Bedford that we used to have our office space in. Yeah. And I need to chat with them just to kind of see, with Centerfest coming up, like, I don't know how soon they're looking at doing work to that space. But
when I
let them
talked to
know.
him, we plan on his office being some, and then renting some offices, and then have some kind of an event space up top.
I've heard like a
and stuff.
rooftop
So, yeah.
bar, which would be amazing for the town of Bedford. We don't have anything like that. That would be really cool. So Brandon, I'm going to ask you because, of course, it's like 80 degrees out today, and the weather doesn't know what it's doing because
Right.
one day it's 60, one day it's 80, and then it's snowing, then it's raining and sunny. HVAC right now. What are you seeing? Like, what should people be kind of looking at with summer coming up?
People
spring,
need
summer?
to call right now and get them checked and cleaned.
Okay.
Get them cleaned. We got a special going into the month on our website and Facebook pages, $79. Get your system cleaned inside and out and checked so that when July gets here and it's 100, you're not. Hopefully, we're catching and cleaning things in that aren't going to break down on you. So definitely getting that and looking into our memberships where we automatically do it each year and clean them and keep them updated. Because your heat pump runs more than your car and you change your oil every 3,000 miles. So why wouldn't you maintenance your heating and air? So change your filters and call for your maintenance now before because even just today it's going to be 80 and we're already booking up calls and it's not even really a heat wave to me yet. So yeah, definitely get on the schedule and get them maintenance.
It's funny though, because you say something about, the difference, like getting your oil changed, but I would never really, honestly, I wouldn't think about having to service my heat pump like you would your vehicle. So that's why I think it's important to have people like you come on and tell us those things.
Yeah,
and how long should they change like their filters?
Monthly
See?
At the minimum. People, if you have a lot of
Mine's
pets,
probably rolling.
if you have a lot of pets, a lot of dust, you may need to do it every 2 or 3 weeks. But monthly, when you get your power bill, check your filter. The dirtier the filter, the harder the system runs, your power bill will go up and your system will strain. So I always tell people to change it. And what is it, Autumn? Oh, I thought she was signaling me for the food to get off the mic so she could talk and I could eat. Oh. I've already stuffed down a piece of pizza. But yeah, every month you can check. And some people can go a month or 2 and it's clean, but just depends on where you're located and how many animals and stuff.
Y'all still have those, what are they called? The Hemi? Is it Hemi? What?
The LED Halo. It's
Halo.
A Remy Halo and UV
Hemi.
lights.
I could be a Hemi.
Yeah, those are awesome. Purifies your air, kills germs, allergens, flu, and different things, and also but purifies and cleans the air as it's going through your system.
I keep saying I'm going to get one of those because my husband has horrible allergies, and I wonder if having one of those in the house
Guess
would
what? We'll
help.
have to do a giveaway soon then for your listeners too.
Well, yeah. Well, we're getting ready to do a silent auction again, so
Yep.
I know you've donated 1 or 2, but I'm not to put you on the spot on the
email
air,
the boss.
but-
Email my wife.
All right, Dara, I'm going to
Dara is my VP, but might as well say the president. Everything goes through her.
I'm be emailing you
know.
soon.
Yeah, she's the best.
So tell us a little bit about Cool Talk, because I want to kind of promote that as well. I want, if you're a listener and you've been listening to Talk Local to me, Brandon, I know we mentioned a little bit ago, but you have your own show as well.
Yeah.
And tell us a little bit about like what you talk about on there. And
well, we started as well to promote local businesses, interviewing trying to promote all local businesses and shopping local, but also just heating and air tips. About maintenance or saving for units, how they work, how to run a business with my main strategy is how to grow your business no matter what you do with core values and a mission statement to stand out. So, and I got to do an hour speech for a group I'm coaching for now next month, and it's the 5 top, characteristics of a successful business, but why the high road is better, for the long road, and sometimes you've got to make decisions and do things because they're right, not just to get a job and to just to make money, treating people with the same respect and integrity that you want to live by. I
like that. Say that again.
Take the high road to make the long road.
Okay. Yeah. I like that.
So that's what we kind of do. Trying to go over, build your business on core values and things that people will work for you and understand, but love and adapt to.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but wasn't your podcast like #1 in like Dubai for like a long time?
The Emirates.
The Emirates.
United Emirates.
Like, how does that happen? Like, that's what I want to know.
We're still in the top 10 over at the United.
Man, I slept in that class.
Yeah.
Question.
But we looked it up and it's beautiful.
Okay, but I'm just like do they need heating and air tips?
United Arab Emirates.
Yeah, we're in the top 10.
Abu Dhabi.
United Arab. Yeah, so if I need to learn that language so I can come on here
and you actually had you actually had people following you on Facebook.
Yes, I actually had friend requests.
Yeah.
I've had some friend requests on my personal Facebook, and I look and they're from Dubai or Emirates, and then I send it to William. Like, look, these people now tracking me down. Yeah. I don't know if that's good or bad. I might be scared.
I think that's really neat, though.
The Emirates are looking for me. I might be president of the Emirates next year.
Cool Talk. That's like their radio show of choice.
If I go missing,
everyone listen to Brandon.
And Woody does a true crime podcast on Where's Brandon. Just search there first, and then you might find me. So
you've been growing a lot though recently. I keep seeing you adding new staff. Or how big are y'all now? Because like
20, we're at 25, getting ready to add 26.
Wow. I know when you and I first met. Now we've known each other a long time.
I'm sorry.
It was it was like you were a small crew at first.
It was me by myself.
Yeah.
And I borrowed $500 from my father-in-law now, but he was we were dating, and bought an old rinkety-dink van and full of supplies, and that was it. It was just me in a van, in 2006.
So that should have been Brandon's name. Me in a van.
Me in a van.
HVAC.
That's
But
a documentary, Brent. Me in a van.
Me in a van.
But see, those are the stories I love, and those are the reason I have such a passion for what I do or who we work with. Are businesses like yours that's I mean, and every business starts, I'm sure, somewhere with a dream and whatnot. But like to hear where you started with just yourself, and you had your own van, and you left another company and kind of got started, and I just feel like it's just one of those kind of almost like a Cinderella story. I mean, I know you're not Cinderella, but but that's
Well,
just kind of how
nowadays I could be.
you like Disney. I can bring Cinderella out. But like you just kind of showed everyone that it just takes a little bit of faith and hard work, and you got where you are. 26 staff now. That's amazing. And you got that new building. You've been there for what, 2 years now? A little more?
Where we're at, but we've been there 6 years.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah.
Dang, time flies.
Yeah.
6 years?
6 or 7. This will be starting
sure?
7th year in June. Yep.
Do you know how long you've been where you are? I feel like I know better than
I know it's rolling.
Check the.
We've been blessed for sure. That's the understatement.
Well, I just, again, thank you for being here and coming on and talking with us today, and just you're supporting the CVABC, but local community involvement as well, because I think we only touched on a few of the things that you actually do. But if you're out there listening, though, you definitely want to get that HVAC looked at. It's, like Brandon said, you don't want to be stuck without any air conditioning when it starts to get hot. And then they're already, like you said, backed up. People are already calling.
And we still have shipping issues, parts behind, delayed, equipment.
Yeah.
So there's still some of that lingering around in all businesses. So we do offer, one of the only companies in this area, and others may do it now because we've done it, but we offer a window unit. If somebody's unit goes out and you're going to be out of air conditioning for a while, part or a replacement, our service techs will come back to the shop and get a window air conditioner and put it in a living room or a bedroom to get you through, no charge, until we get back to fix it. So if an elderly or somebody has to have the air conditioning, we'll make sure they're taken care of until we get back.
And you also offer financing.
We
correct?
do.
Like,
Yeah.
throw that out there.
72 months, 0%.
Wow.
Up to, you can pick, your plan, 0, 12, 24, all the way up to 72 months.
So yeah, definitely check with Brown's Heating and Air if you are in need of something for your your system or.
What's her question?
My question is, what is your service area?
Oh,
I'm sorry.
I was like, I thought she was like making the air
YMCA.
conditioning.
He was
like-
doing the circle. Yeah. It was
I was
like, are we going to start singing? I think. We're anywhere. We go 45, 50 miles outside of Lynchburg, just a big
Okay.
circle. So we cover.
See, there's
We've been expanding. We've been even going into Roanoke more. We've been, Farmville, but yeah, we've expanded at least 60 miles from Lynchburg now is basically.
good.
So we get
deal.
really big at the lake and things. Oh, I need to get out of. I think I need to get out of Autumn.
Oh no, you're fine.
No.
I'm just gonna put a little plug in that Brandon's team came out and did put a whole new everything in my house, and y'all were amazing. So
Thank you. Thank you
Thank
for
you,
your
guys.
business.
I definitely need to come clean
Yeah.
my stuff.
Yeah, we get. Now you need it cleaned.
Yeah.
Heather too. I probably got to get her on.
Yeah,
her.
you do.
Yeah, hers.
Yeah, it's probably worse than mine. Don't come look at mine. I'm not a very good. I can sit here and talk about it. I'm not. They always say like do what you say or like
Do as I say, not
Yeah,
as I do.
yeah. Don't
Yeah.
don't do that. Don't come to my house. But thank you very much.
No, thank you.
for
Yeah.
coming on and
Congratulations on 100. That's
Thank
great.
you.
And you'll be back with me in a few weeks for mine. We'll have
Yes.
to, come up with.
You want
something
some more
cool.
food?
Yeah, I might
see,
bring more
if
food.
see if we can find some more.
Whatever's left
Woody
over,
would
we'll
like that.
reheat in
Yeah.
about 4 weeks.
What do you like when we bring food?
Yes.
Yes.
We're going to celebrate every episode this
Yeah.
week.
Yeah,
Every-
I feel
Every
like we
our
should-
102nd episode.
How many episodes is Life, Liberty, Happiness on?
I will effort that. I will check on that right
Because
now.
I know they're over ours because they've been on much longer. But I can see Brian.
They started right after, like a week or two after me,
Yeah.
and then Heather was not far, but they did a lot. They do a lot of shows.
Yeah.
129
Good
today.
gravy, Brian.
today. Yeah.
Wow.
Later
A lot of-
later today at
Too much home-
5.
It's too much homework for me.
No, well, Brian, like his
I like
scripts
it.
are. Have you ever
Yeah.
seen the script?
I like them giving me the info. When I was on Fox and Friends last year, they gave me, this is what we want you to talk about. I'm like, great. I don't have to think about what I need to come up with.
Mm-hmm.
They just give you the script and just you answer it. So
Mhm.
that was, I don't like being able to, I can't do the homework that they do.
Well, no. Well, y'all know me. I come in completely unscripted. I don't have nothing. Like I sat there once and Brian had left one of his scripts sitting out and I was looking at it and it was like, 5:15 we'll do this. 5:25 this person will talk. And then at 5:30 we play this commercial. And then we'll do this and
Max
then we'll do
cutoff.
this. And I'm sitting here like my brain exploded. I was like, I can't even do that.
I come in here every day unscripted on mine too. Me and Woody just make it up as we go, which works. It's worked so far. So
Well, it works in Dubai.
It works in
Abu
Dubai,
Dhabi.
at least.
So there we go.
Yeah.
the Amorites like
Amorites like it.
Awesome. Well, so we're gonna roll on over here to we're gonna talk with Ernie with the Spring Oak.
Yes.
I'm
Thanks for
excited.
having me.
So I'm really excited to have you because there are so many changes going on in our area, and people have seen the name change, and of course they have questions, and they're talking about, are they still gonna have the Christmas lights? Are they still gonna do this? But y'all are gonna have an open house soon, and that's one of the things we're gonna be talking about today.
We are going to have an open house, a very large ribbon cutting event. But to touch on the Christmas lights as well, yes, they're still going to be there.
Yes, there you go, guys. You've heard it. They're
Yes.
still happening.
Not going away. Might be some improvements, might be some additions coming.
Ooh, that would be awesome.
To be determined, but keep your eye open.
Mhm.
But to talk about the big event coming up on April the 20th, we're going to have an all-day ribbon cutting, open house, vendor fair, food truck, live music, color guard, bugler, you name it. We're going to have it.
Extravaganza.
I agree. Our focus is as Spring Oak Senior Living. We understand the history of the Elks home.
Mhm.
It is extensive and it is beautiful. But there was a given time when the Elks home was a central part of Bedford, and it gave back to Bedford.
Mhm.
And over the course of the last few years, we feel like that the home has failed that part in the community. As Spring Oak, we want to bring that part back. We want to be an intricate part of the Bedford community, giving back as much as we possibly can.
And I think you're right. Like, when people think of Bedford, a lot of people see that whole like Christmas capital of but they think of the Elks home and all of those things in the past. And I know in speaking with you and Juan and everyone there, y'all have those visions of bringing back that community effort. And just talking with y'all, I'm excited to see what y'all are going to be bringing back this year to the community.
There's so many things on the plan list. When I first came on board with Spring Oak in January of this year, when I visited the Elks home the first time, I came in plain clothes, no badge, no one knew who I was. But the point of that was to just walk the beautiful, beautiful community just to see what it has to offer. During that walk, I had a few residents that asked me, do you need some help? Do you need to find something? And my answer was, no, I'm just taking a look at the building. And their answer was, isn't it beautiful?
Mm-hmm.
And that's what we want our residents as senior living to say. Isn't it beautiful?
Mm-hmm.
It's not about what we think is beautiful. It's about what they think is beautiful. With that being said, there are some other more independent, because we do offer memory care, assisted living, and independent living. There were some more independent residents that said to me, we used to attend black tie affairs here.
Mm-hmm.
And that, of course, made my thoughts peak. What can we do to bring that back?
Right.
So there is so many plans on our calendar. If we can make them all work out, it's going to be what it was 30, 50, whatever years back. It's coming back to being a center part of Bedford.
Well, I know that with this upcoming event, you are putting a lot of work into making this something you really want the community to come out to, so that they can see those plans and talk with you guys about, your ideas. And I think, just in talking with y'all, the Central Virginia Business Coalition, we're partnering with the Bedford County Chamber of Commerce to co-host this event with you guys. And I think that, all the things that that you've been talking about, that you just said in that long line of everything going on that day.
Yeah.
There's a lot to do. So let's break down a little bit of it. So it starts off with the vendor fair.
That is correct. So the vendor setup will be at about 8:30. And if you are a vendor that you would like to have a table, please feel free to call our community and ask for me, Ernie. I'll be glad to put you on the list. There is no charge for setting up your vendor booth. But the vendor fair setup starts at 8:30. The vendor fair starts itself at 10 o'clock.
Mm-hmm.
We plan on the vendor fair running until 3 p.m. At that time, vendors can start packing up and putting away. And at about 3:30, we plan on a color guard and a bugler to bring attention to the front patio of the community so that we can be introduced. Carrie Jackson is our executive director and also our regional director of operations for Spring Oak. She and myself will be talking a little bit about who we are there.
Mhm.
And then at 4 o'clock, there will be the big scissors ribbon cutting.
Mhm.
And after that, there'll be an open house with heavy hors d'oeuvres, wine, beer, any type of refreshment that you would like, with tours available. So we want everyone in the Bedford community and surrounding areas to come out and see what the Elks Home is about today.
And so, they can stop by for the vendor fair and then come back a little bit later and
Absolutely,
do the
yes.
ribbon cutting. So, and when you're talking about the vendor fair, I do want to kind of put out there, you are looking for vendors that are more medical, health related, not not crafts.
So we're not trying to do a craft show.
Right.
That is true. However, in the long thought process, we were initially just looking for healthcare
Mhm.
type vendors. But again, this is about giving back to Bedford. So we've decided, why stop at just healthcare? If we're asking for all of the Bedford community to come be a part of this wonderful day event,
Mhm.
then there's going to be people that's not looking toward the healthcare arena. So, if you're a vendor, heating and air, for instance, if you're a vendor, please come out. Let us know you're coming. Again, we have plenty of space. We have over 20 vendors signed up now.
Yep.
But we have a 9-hole golf course in front of our building.
Mhm.
There's plenty of space for more tables. So just let us know. We'll be happy to reserve a space for you.
Okay, that's wonderful. I know we have a couple I need to give you that have reached out to
Great,
us, and
thank
so that will add to it. And then you were talking about the open house in the evening. So will they get a chance to go in and kind of tour the building if they've never been in before?
They certainly will. So we have, lots of staff that'll be there ready and willing to show people around. The heavy hors d'oeuvres and the beverages will be in the front. You can walk around the front area by yourself. Once you get into the residence areas, we ask that you be accompanied by one of us.
Mm-hmm.
But yes, plenty of people to give a tour. And, even if you're in that situation or you have a loved one that's in the situation that it's time to start looking toward senior living, but
Mhm.
you're not ready to take that plunge, this is a great opportunity to come out and just see the building. We wouldn't even know that you're there as a prospect per se.
Right.
We would know that you're there because you want to see the building, and that's all that matters. Spring Oak cares about our seniors. One of the great things about this company that made me decide that it was the company I needed to be with is that we are family owned since 1974, I believe. We don't have that board of investors that we have to answer to. So we can invest our money back into our communities and our residents because our mission is live in place, not age in place. We want our seniors to continue to live, to be active, to be happy, lively, taken care of. And we know that becomes very difficult if you're one of those people in that sandwich generation where you're trying to juggle work, kids, after school curricula, your job, and an aging parent.
Mm-hmm.
So we want you to go back to being the son or daughter and let us be the caretakers so that mom and dad are mom and dad and you are son or daughter.
I'm actually going to because Autumn, I'll bring that up, even though she's sorry to interrupt your sandwich. But Autumn does that now. She's a CNA and she not only, works for the CVABC, but part-time, she also works, taking care of, her grandmother.
Mm-hmm.
And so she has that same, and I know her and I've talked about before how difficult that can be, trying to be granddaughter and caregiver because you kind of lose that.
It's hard to find that balance between the
Yes.
both because it's like, when I'm there, she looks at me more as like a caretaker versus like, granddaughter, but then she also wants me to be a granddaughter. And it is a lot. And she's like, she keeps telling me she's not ready to go anywhere. She's had
Absolutely
MS
not.
for 30 some years. So she's completely wheelchair bound now, but So it's just kind of hard. And she doesn't want people in her house. She only feels comfortable with me. So then I feel bad. Like, I'm like, how am I supposed to just like tell my
So-
grandmother, sorry, can't.
You know, you said the perfect words there. She's not ready to go anywhere. We realize there is no senior that wakes up in the morning and says, today's the day I'm going to senior living. That's the best thing I can do today.
Yeah.
We understand that. They're giving up a lot of their life to do so. They're downsizing. They're selling their home that they've had for 40, 50, 60 years.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's a generational home that they have.
Yeah.
We are here to make life happy.
Yeah.
We're not asking for them to give up all their independence. You know, you're coming to a place that's going to provide you 3 meals a day. That's great, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
It is great, but it's also taken that independence of cooking your own food away.
Mm-hmm.
So our programming team, we have an amazing program director. Her name is Sharon. She has those cooking classes because we want them to continue with the independence that they've always had. But also, you know, if you come into Spring Oak at Bedford, we also have the independent living program. So if you're just getting to that point, maybe you've sadly lost your spouse and you don't want to be home alone anymore, we do have apartments, 2-bedroom apartments with full kitchens. You know, you can still do your own thing. You know, you come and go as you please. The only time that you really can't come and go as you please is if you are in memory care. You know, memory care has to be secured.
Ernie doesn't know me.
No.
But because I had a lot of my life has been in healthcare and in
Yes.
long-term care,
Mhm.
I think that one of the things, while folks may not wake up and choose certain things, I've certainly met people who have benefited in so many ways to take that step. And social isolation is a huge part of that.
Absolutely.
That really escalates dementia progress, cardiovascular issues, pulmonary issues. All of the issues get exacerbated when social
Absolutely.
isolation is happening. I worked with a great couple of ladies back in the 90s. And one lady said, I never thought I would have another best friend. And they were 2 peas in a pod, and they did everything together. And even as their health situations were worsening, they were still supporting each other.
Mhm.
And they had a love they never thought they'd have again in a friend.
Right.
And
Mhm.
so there
Right.
are these wonderful, magical stories that don't have time to get told or never get told, but that happen every single day in a community setting. So families have a lot of guilt, and because we want absolutely what is best. And talking with a daughter one time when she said, my mom made my dad promise I would never get her into a long-term care setting. And I said, yes. And that promise was probably made when everything was perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
And now everything's not.
Exactly.
And
Exactly.
we all think about it. What do we want our own kids to, or family members to do if we are in a similar situation?
Mhm.
What direction do we need to go ahead and give them? And so when you said earlier about taking a tour just to come and see and enjoy the beautiful of the Elks Home, but also to start having those conversations.
Yeah.
And when
Yeah.
it's not an emergency, wow, those decisions are a lot easier to see, think about, have a really good dialogue about, and make. Highly recommend, of course, making sure that your power of attorney is in order.
That's very true.
And
That's
advanced
very
medical
true.
directive and power of attorney for healthcare. Please take care of those things today.
Yes.
But yeah, but
Uh,
you saying that, it's actually my grandmother's exact words was, you guys told me I would never go into a nursing
Says it
home.
all the time.
So like that guilt for me is so there because I'm her caretaker. So it's like, oh,
It's
if you put me in
true.
a nursing home, you lied to me and you.
It's true, but
So-
nursing home is different than senior living.
It is. And she has actually joked, maybe not joked, about how she would love to go into assisted living because she has no friends. She has nothing to do. She's like, it'd probably be so much fun to go there and
Yeah.
have friends and do bingo. And
Absolutely.
I can
Just
play bingo.
there's been those jokes.
right,
but-
just like she just said, you know,
So-
people come there and build those friendships that we're going to call it for what it is. They last for the rest of their lifetime.
Mhm.
You know, they build those sisterhoods or brotherhoods
Mhm.
with other residents that they never seen coming.
Mhm.
They did not see it coming. You know, and in your situation, you know, with your grandmother,
Mhm.
you know, your grandmother sees you as a caretaker some of the time and then sees you as as her granddaughter other parts of the time. But also for you, you see her as grandma part of the time. But when you've had a really stressful day, isn't it hard to be a caretaker?
Oh, it is.
Absolutely. That's that sandwich generation. So, you know, doing your due diligence, is so important. It's so important. And what I can say about Spring Oak is we have nothing to hide. Those great stories that you spoke about earlier, you don't hear them as much because you can say 100 great things, but then when one bad thing happens, it just takes over and it covers all the good things up. We have nothing to hide. In doing your due diligence, if you do have a loved one or you yourself are ready for assisted or independent or memory care, make that phone call. Come in and see our building. Now, I'm not going to say tour our building because when you're coming in to see what it looks like to live there, we call that a community experience because we are a community and we want you to experience what it's like to live there day to day. But once that community experience is over, come back randomly. Don't plan a time. Walk in and see how people react to you. A lot of times you're going to be ignored. You're not going to be ignored at Spring Oak. We're going to be there to see how we can help you because we care about people. We just choose to have communities for seniors. But the company started in 1974 has been in skilled nursing. They're in adult care now, and they're in senior living as well. So we go across the gambit. And being family owned and being in all those different scenarios of healthcare, it's undeniable that the family cares. They truly care about people. And that's why we're here.
Well, I think, one of the things too is if you're out there, I'm sure you guys do y'all have like opportunities for people that want to become involved to come in and either like read to people? I know when I was younger, one of my like fondest childhood memories was at Christmas when we went caroling and we went to like the different nursing homes and senior living facilities and would sing and do stuff because I think too, they love that. And I know when we came to meet with you guys a few weeks ago, you were right. As soon as we came in the door, multiple people asked us, can we help you? Is there anything you need? I think there was just a resident that was sitting there and she just started, talking and it was so nice.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
I just have one other
Yes.
question. Are you guys offering respite care?
We do offer respite care as
Oh,
well.
good question.
Excellent.
And
To what-
usually a conversation that follows that is cost. How do you pay for senior living? There are multiple different ways. Yes, we are a private pay company. However, we understand there are persons that aren't so prepared financially. So we look at alternative paying sources as well. So please don't ever let cost be a reason to not visit us and talk about the options.
Great. Thank you.
So for the event, let's touch on the date and times
Sure.
yet again, so we can make sure everyone knows they want to get this on their calendar. It is April the 20th.
April 20th, starting at 10 a.m. Again, vendor set up at 8:30, and it's going to roll until the day ends. There is no cutoff time. I would love it if it went to 9, 10 o'clock at night because there's that many people wanting to come in and see the beautiful community that we have.
That's wonderful. And I think I don't know that we touched on, there are going to be food trucks there during the vendor portion of the day. So if you want to stop by, I know that you have Upper Crust. Let's see, who else is there?
Nomad Coffee.
Correct.
Yeah,
Kona
Kona
Ice. I believe Bella, maybe?
Oh, Bella. Okay.
Yes.
And then there's is it El
Pastor.
El Pastor. Yes, they did confirm as well. Yes, that is correct.
So there's a wide variety of food trucks that will be there for you to stop by and grab your lunch too.
Yeah, and programming has anticipation of setting up a few games here and there for, if you've got the kids for the day and you really want to come by, there should be things to occupy the kids as well. Not on the flyer is giveaways. We are going to do drawings throughout the day.
Okay.
So there will be giveaways as well. I just truly want the entire community and surrounding communities to come out and understand that we're here for you as the Elks Home Spring Oak. We're here for the community. We're here for our seniors. We want to help everyone that we can.
So one of the things we have not touched on, I just assume everyone probably knows where the Elks Home is, but we haven't said the address. So let's put that out there. So for those who don't know, if you're coming from one of those surrounding communities and say, hey, I want to come check this out, where do they go?
931 Ashland Avenue, Bedford, Virginia.
Awesome.
Yes.
Thank you so much for coming on with us. Make sure you grab
Absolutely.
yourself some food back
Thank you so much for
there.
having me, and congratulations on 100. That's
Thank
amazing.
you. Thank you for being on my 100th
Yeah,
episode.
yes.
I'm really I was really excited to be able to have you on today, and we're doing an extended episode so we can talk about all the things. And
If I
Thanks for being-
could say, if anyone out there listening has not seen our Facebook, please look up Spring Oak Bedford
yeah.
and like us on Facebook, please.
Absolutely. Yes. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Allison, you asked me what I was eating.
Yes.
I'm going to bring this up right now. I'm eating, and I'm about to probably lose our Kellogg sponsorship. No, we don't really. But I'm eating a homemade Pop Tart. Oh yeah. So you remember
yeah.
our last episode we had Ashley
Yep.
with Sweet Indulgence Bakery. She brought by a box of homemade Pop Tarts, and they are delicious.
They look
I think I'm the
beautiful.
strawberry one, or it's
So-
raspberry or strawberry. I think.
Yeah, it's beautiful. So
It's
that's what I
good,
was
too.
wondering.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm going to sit
Yeah.
here and eat it real quick.
Yeah.
Definitely looks like it has much more filling than a store
It
bought Pop Tart.
does.
Yes.
Exactly.
I mean,
And the icing on it is good. It's not like just, sometimes I'm just gonna say, sometimes you get a Pop Tart and it's like this little teeny bit of icing, and like really what you want is like a lot of icing, and
Yeah.
you don't get that. But this is good.
that looks like it's a good
flaky and-
ratio between filling and icing.
it really is.
Yeah,
Like, look
and
at
that's
that.
very
Mhm.
important.
Good
Yeah.
lord.
Yeah, see,
I
I
feel
knew
it.
that.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
It's amazing, and she has different flavors in there. I know. I think this is. I can't tell if it's strawberry or raspberry. One of the two. It's delicious. So,
Strasberry.
raspberry. That's what I was. I
was
got some-
about to say that.
I'll eat a Strasberry Pop Tart with my my strawberries and cream Dr Pepper. Right
Nice.
here for you.
That's a good combo.
So yeah, so it's delicious. You have to go in there. She brought there's probably 25 of them in there. So make sure you
What?
Wow.
grab one.
Yeah.
Take one back for somebody at staff.
That sounds great.
Grab a
Yes.
Pop-Tart.
Yes.
You know,
So
get yourself some pizza while you're there.
yeah, we got pizza in there from Benny's. Is it Benny's Soldata? Is that how you say it here in Bedford? The new Benny's that opened up.
Is it Soldata or I don't know.
Soldata. I think that's how you say it. It's SOLDATA.
The only one I know is one at the lake because I eat there.
Well, the new one here in Bedford, which is literally right here behind us
I
across the
just call it
railroad
Benny's.
tracks, they donate it's a pizza as big as this table almost. Autumn
Really?
called me. She was like, I can't get it in my
Oh,
car.
it was the struggle, man.
the whole box.
So
piece.
that was the box on top of
And
your
they
car
were
when you came in,
watching
right?
Yeah.
it, too. Like, everyone was just like walking, trying to position my little hatchback car. I had to like crawl through the trunk, move stuff, put the seats down. This guy was like, "Can I help you?" I
All
was like,
for
"Not really."
pizza.
All for pizza.
All for
And I think
pizza.
that's a good sacrifice. I
It
think
is.
Everyone should.
I
think
believe so.
Soldado.
Yeah.
Yeah. What did I say?
Really good.
Soldata? Either Benny's.
It'll take two hands.
It's delicious.
It's two hand carry on that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we have those. We have a Holy Heaven cookie. We just did their ribbon cutting a couple weeks ago. She now is open in the farmers market in downtown Lynchburg. So we have
So great.
I think 4 different types of her cookies. We have the dad bod, which is stuffed with all kind of pretzels, Kit Kats, because she has stuffed cookies. They're like humongous stuffed cookies. And then she has the s'mores cookie back there, and then it's this, oh shoot, it's my favorite one, the Sinfulicious or something like that. It's stuffed with an Oreo. That's all I have to say about it. It's stuffed with an Oreo.
Mm.
It's
That's
deliciousness.
excellent.
One of the things though I have to say about Melissa, with Holy Heaven, and I'll just put this out there, is she's another one of those people that I'm so proud of, because she started from basically nothing, kind of like Ashley was talking about when she came in the other a few weeks ago. She's a single mom, 4 adorable boys. Do you need something to drink, Woody?
I'm good. I got
You
my
alright?
dot. I got my dot due over here.
Okay, just checking.
All that food talk.
I know, but she started out just doing pop-ups, around the area. She started out at County Smoke doing some pop-ups, and they started selling her cookies in there. And then she started, going to Sam's Club, and then she hooked up with Liberty University and became like their cookie vendor at all their football games, which of course grew her even bigger. And she's just made some great choices, had some great, people back. But one of the things I found out the other day, and I feel like this is just a huge testament to her, is that she's done all of this without taking out any loans. She's done all of it by what she could afford when she could afford it, and has built her business without having to have any debt right now. I mean, how amazing is that?
Mhm.
And now she's opened up her first kind of storefront in downtown Lynchburg. So these are the stories, like, I don't know, like I'm so proud. And that's one thing, like most of our members, like they become friends, and I just love them, and I love what they do. And anyway, it's just perfect. And her cookies are fabulous. So make sure you grab one of those before you head out.
And she is such a fantastic person, and it comes through her product.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's one of the best testaments of who she is.
Mm-hmm.
And so yeah, cannot wait. I'm kind of wanting to not offer to split
I'm
one
eating
with
a
anybody.
Pop-Tart.
No, go ahead. Eat the Pop-Tart.
Well, you can have
fine.
some of the Oreo. Just save me a teeny bit of the Oreo. before
I'll
you-
just have a part of it. Well, I'll be nice. I don't believe in sharing dessert, but I
Mhm.
will today.
Well, I'll also mention who else we have in there now. So then we're going to get into talking with Allison.
Woohoo!
And she's got a lot going on with Caps, but
Caps is awesome.
nothing bundt cake, man.
Mm.
Oh,
Nothing
gosh. I
bundt
forgot. Yay.
Cake. Like, those are the only words you need to say. So here's the other thing. Let me just mention, I've just talked about 3 different businesses that are members that are bakers.
Mhm.
All that do something different. All are, not competition. They're not competitors. They do different things. They serve a different purpose in the community. I'm sitting here eating pastries and cookies and cakes, and all of them were just like, oh, we like each other. They Ashley was at Melissa's ribbon cutting, and
Mhm.
all the things. So, but Nothing Bundt Cake just opened up on 221, and they serve. I mean, that's it. Nothing Bundt Cake. It is delicious bundt cake. I think we have what he gave me: lemon, strawberries and cream, chocolate chip cookie, confetti, and then their brand new one that just started. So they have one flavor that rotates every month. So this month it's blueberry bliss.
I can tell you this: you're
Fantastic.
missing one bundt cake.
Oh wait, what bundt cake am I missing?
No,
Oh, red velvet.
Brandon took a bundt cake, like a whole cake.
Oh.
He left a whole cake.
He took a whole bundt cake.
Yes,
Which he better not have took the blueberry one, or him and I are gonna have
what he took.
That's
Brandon
why I
Brown.
left so
He
quick.
took it
Yeah.
for Dara.
He's like, I'm out. See ya.
Brandon Brown, if you were
He
listening,
did.
I'm gonna
He
tell you
grabbed a
right
piece
now.
of pizza, a bundt cake, and he was out.
I'm gonna hunt you down if that's the blueberry bliss because I wanted to try
No, I
that
think
thing.
it was a confetti.
Okay, he's cool. Then he can have the confetti.
It was, yeah. I really don't know, but
They're
See,
all
she-
good.
she
I was
just-
like, you're down a bundt cake.
She called you out, Brandon. That's
Yeah.
hilarious.
Yeah.
But yeah, so Nothing Bundt Cake. Stop by because they have some great. So not only they have the cakes where you can go buy the little. They have like the buntinis, which are teeny ones. They have the buntlets. They have the pound cake. The actual bundt cakes. But they can wrap those up into really cool gifts. They have really good gift ideas. And right now they also have this cooler. Which I brought mine in with. It's a little blue bag. It's a little blue cooler
Mhm.
bag. If you go in and buy one of those, and they're only $3.29, then every time you go in, you get three of the buntlets, and you get a 4th free if you come in with your little cooler bag.
Oh,
so
that's super cool.
yeah, so it really, and it's neat. You just put them all in their little bunt bag, and out you go. So, but they're another business that while they're a franchise, I like to.
Don't
What?
let the door hit you in the bunt on the way out, right?
You're hilarious.
How many bunts can we
Bag.
fit in there?
Oh, we could, yeah. Well,
Depends on the size of the bag.
I fit 6 in there. on the way here.
Bunnalicious.
Bunnalicious.
Delicious.
They're one of those businesses though that while they're a franchise, they are owned by a local family. And I always like to bring that up because I think a lot of people look at franchises and they look at these companies coming in that are all over the place and they go, oh, here's just another nationwide chain coming into the area and they don't need the support, that a local business would. Well, that's not always the case. Well, some of them, yes, maybe, but a lot of these smaller businesses that you see popping up, Nothing Bundt Cake, Duck Donuts, they Crumble Cookie. All of them are local business owners. They're families here in our area. And I know that because I've personally talked to them. Like I've sat there and really gotten to know them and who they are and what the reason why they brought the company to our area. So I think that's important too, to just note that they're a local family with very good bundt cakes. I'm just going to put that out there. And then last but certainly not, well, actually that's not even last. I've talked about East Coast.
You only talk about East Coast.
Chick-fil-A.
Did you mention Chick-fil-A?
I did. You
Mhm.
weren't in here.
Okay.
Sweet Indulgence.
Sweet Indulgence.
Holy Heaven.
Bundt Cake.
Yep.
So we have
Benny's.
Benny's.
Yep.
We're talking about Benny's. So we have the Blue Lady of Bedford.
Yes.
He donated some delicious sandwiches to us.
Mm.
So we have a stuffed turkey croissant in there. So that's like,
Gracious.
yeah, it's one of my, between that and the egg salad, those are like my favorites.
Wow.
But he also donated a Southern grilled cheese. So it's a grilled cheese with three cheeses, bacon, and tomato.
Mm.
Is it Brandon?
Brandon just said, "Do you need me to bring the crumbs back?"
No, Brandon, it's okay. You keep the cake.
No, Brandon, that's fine. That's fine.
There's
We
enough
just called
cake
you
for
out.
everybody in there. And then he gave us a bruschetta sandwich.
Oh my goodness.
So yeah, it's tomatoes, spinach, cheese, something else.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
On
It's
like a
just
ciabatta
deliciousness.
bread, and it's
Gooey
yes.
stuff. It's wonderful.
Mhm.
So, yeah.
And I will also mention, going back to the Pop Tarts, because my fabulous friend Ashley just messaged me. So the one with pink sprinkles are raspberry. So that's what I'm eating right now is raspberry.
Okay.
The rainbow sprinkles are strawberry. Blue sprinkles are blueberry, and cinnamon brown sugar is cinnamon
Oh.
icing on it. So there's 4
Oh.
different types over there.
Fantastic.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just had to throw
Nice.
those out there. And I'm telling you, man.
He's starting to lead more towards the
I know,
edge of his
right?
chair.
We're gonna
Think
leave-
about
we're
that.
gonna lose him in a minute. He's gonna be
Casey
here.
just
Ernie's like, I'll be right
Casey just got
back.
back with the plates.
Right,
So we're all
exactly.
like, plates are here. Let's go get.
Yeah. And I will say, speaking of the Blue Lady, I bet you I eat there at least once a week.
Oh,
So
100%.
I highly encourage if you're in the town of Bedford, stop by. He has
Yeah.
specials, but just his sandwiches and the things that he makes
the
are
theming, their
delicious.
personalities, their everything is just great
Yeah.
there. But
Mhm.
and then we have Hog Haven Farm. We mentioned her on the podcast last week. She's a new member, so she gave us some
Oh my gosh.
sausage balls,
They are.
Oh.
and they are
Unbelievable.
made
They're
with
unbelievable.
pork from her farm
Oh my goodness.
and everything. You know, she raises her farm and her animals all organic. So like they are some good sausage balls.
Have you had one yet?
I have.
Oh,
I haven't
have.
had one yet. I can't
I'm
remember.
not gonna lie, I stole one before I even came here. I had to
Oh
make
my
sure they were
gosh,
edible.
They were so
That's
and good for everybody.
Thanks for
and
looking
then-
out for
yeah,
everybody.
You're welcome.
Yeah,
You're welcome. I
absolutely.
took it for
Yes,
the
yes.
team.
Yeah.
They were great.
Hmm. And then one of my personal favorites that everyone, if you haven't been there, you better go. It's the greasiest place you can head out to is the Texas Tea Room in Lynchburg. Whether you go to the downtown location or you hit up the one in Cornerstone. If you have not had, I know, right? I've had too much. If you have
Sugar
not
high,
had a
yeah,
cheesy
exactly.
Western, and I'm always shocked how many people have never had a cheesy Western around here. They're like, "What is that?" So the Tea Room has been a member for a couple of years now, and it is quite honestly, and Autumn can back me up, my 11-year-old's favorite place to eat.
She want to eat anywhere. She want to eat McDonald's.
She after
Nothing.
every gymnastics practice.
But you're going to tell us what a cheesy Western is because
Oh my
I
gosh.
don't know.
Well, you're gonna have to try one because we have one
Okay.
in there. So a cheesy Western is a hamburger,
Okay.
with a fried egg and
Okay.
yellow relish
and cheese.
and cheese. It's
Try it.
Yeah.
I'll try it.
delicious. You're life changing, Ernie.
Okay.
You're
right.
today after this podcast, you will be walking out of here a changed man. You will eat that in a bun cake,
Why
and
have I
you're
not
gonna
had
be
cheesy
on
Western
your
in my
way.
life?
That's right. You're gonna be like, how do
Rolling
I get
outta
down to
here.
the tea room?
Yeah.
So, and my funny story real quick about the tea room, because I probably eat there again. I take my daughter all the time. My dad used to go there I almost want to say every single night when I was younger. My mom would he'd get off work because he worked third shift and the tea room's open 24 hours.
Mhm.
So he'd always say, she'd always be like, well, he's going to the tea room after work. So I was thinking it was like this fine dining establishment. Like somewhere in my head, I had like red backed,
Sure.
seats. and-
China.
yeah. And so the first time my dad took me, I was so excited. I was like, oh, I'm going to the fancy tea room. And then we pull up because it was only the downtown location at that time. You walk in, it's like 10 stools at a bar thing. And I'm like, the heck is this? But the food is phenomenal. So
He still
Um,
goes all the time.
yeah, so huge fan of the tea room. So thank you to them for providing me my cheesy Western fix today and giving Ernie his first cheesy
Yes.
Yes, I
Western
can't wait.
fix. So yeah, and thank you to everyone who donated food because we love to be able to talk about the stuff on the air, and the best way to do it is to eat it and let people hear what you're saying.
Mhm.
Unlike Grover on his last podcast where they, I'm not going to sit here and what Grover had some food he didn't
The
like.
Dr. Munchies. If
Yeah.
you haven't seen the latest episode of the podcast, it's available in the Grove Street FM app.
Yes,
Watch, it's funny. It's animated.
yes. So I don't do that though. I'm not going to.
No, we're not gonna. No.
But anyway, so yeah, thank you guys again. We're going to be snacking all the rest of the day on all the good stuff. So Allison, so Allison has been on the show multiple times for different things, and Allison has been a big part of us, whether it's been sponsor, member, board member, delegate, volunteer, all the things. You've done all things.
Yes.
So, but
So I
you're here.
want to tap on Brandon a little bit about what he said. When he was talking about COVID and how we went through the pandemic together and what CVACL did for everyone, that was very important because we just talked about social isolation with seniors, but
Mhm.
goodness knows we all dealt with it.
Mhm.
And knowing that we had an organization that not only was working incredibly hard behind the scenes to keep everybody connected, but allowed for those connections to happen
Mhm.
so that we could promote each other's businesses and make sure that we all saw the other side of it. That was really huge.
Mhm.
And so I thank CVAC
CBABC.
CVABC for doing that. CVACL.
Whatever you want to call me. I answered anything but
Central
cake.
Virginia
It does
for
say that.
community living. So, another great organization downtown.
They are,
Lynchburg.
and a
Check
member.
it out. And yeah, they're a member. And, but anyway, so thank you for
Mhm.
CVABC so much for supporting members through that kind of time and not giving up. And that's the other part of it as CVABC is growing into the Roanoke area, Smith Mountain Lake area. We get to meet and greet all new people. So if you haven't come to a coffee talk, come to a coffee talk. That
Mhm.
is a great way to. Uh,
Go on.
okay, Heather has a nonverbal expression about it going right
Yes.
now, but they're a great way to meet somebody. And we talk about networking, and it's a very welcoming networking experience. So if you're walking in there totally by yourself, don't know a soul, you will come out with 15 new friends. And granted, we're in the South, so it's very helpful. And we're in a really great Southern hospitality area. So you're definitely going to be walking out with that. And thank you very much. Congratulations for your 100th. And thank you for having me on the show.
Thank you. And you just
So-
gave me the perfect segue. I can't believe I even forgot this. Speaking of coffee talk,
Yeah.
I just found out yesterday for the 5th year, Coffee Talk won gold, best networking
Oh,
event.
Congratulations.
Yes, for
Congratulations.
from Lynchburg Business Magazine.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It also took bronze for the first time in best professional development workshop, which
Yeah.
okay, I'll take it. And then
I don't remember when Spring Oak hosted a coffee talk.
yes, oh, we're talking about that for next
yeah, we're
year.
talking
Yep.
about it. And
Good,
Juan
good. That'd
spoke
be great,
very
'cause-
highly of the coffee talk.
Yes.
I unfortunately cover the whole state, so I'm
Yep.
not always in the area, so I
Yep.
don't
That's
get
fine.
to make it to all of them. But
Well,
yes,
when you
yes.
see what kind of food we're
Right.
going to wind up having, you might want to come back over.
We're
Right, exactly. I mean, if there's that South,
Cheesy Western
yeah,
going
the
on.
cheesy Western.
Yeah.
I don't want to be here.
well, we're talking about doing a coffee talk, and we're also we're talking about a couple things. We're talking about doing an evening event, and then
Yes,
we're also looking at potentially doing our Christmas in July event
yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
good.
at Spring Oak, so we can kind of get that Christmassy vibe in July.
Like I
sort of
said,
thing.
lots of things coming for Spring Oak. And
Yep.
love the partnership here. So
Yep.
yes, yes.
And then I want to give a huge shout out over here to Miss Autumn because we found out yesterday she got the bronze award for best event planner.
Oh,
Wow, great
Nice.
job.
Business.
Yay.
Yeah.
Woody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where-
Oh, yeah.
Where's the
Wait,
Yay!
I'm
got-
so.
are we done?
Oh God.
Or we're done with
All
that.
right. Well,
I failed
in
that.
moment.
Moments past.
Oh, there it is.
There he goes.
Sorry, our cheering section left. They had to come back.
You're getting food.
Yeah, they,
Right.
they were eating.
They were
Sorry,
eating.
sorry.
Don't take that burger.
So yeah. So I'm really
So,
proud of that.
good.
So let's talk about CAPS.
Let's talk about CAPS. CAPS Home Building Center started 45 years ago. It is a family-owned company and not one of the dysfunctional ones.
Mhm.
It's an incredible place to be. So the Home Building Center, our flagship store, is at Smith Mountain Lake, and it has all kinds of things. So when I talk about it, it's hard to narrow it down to it's all incredible, excuse me, all on one level. So you have the lumber yard and the warehouse and our showroom, our whole retail, Benjamin Moore Paints, our lawn and garden center, our greenhouse, the fruit trees. There's an incredible store down there that's a destination in and of itself. It is so much fun. And we opened our second store a few years ago, the Marvin Windows and Door Showroom in Roanoke on 419 West. And then on Monday, April 10th, we opened our third store in Troutville at 3396 Lee Highway. So we are so excited about this store. It is different. Our stores are different. Our flagship store at the lake is the one that has grown the most. It's a huge footprint and a lot of product and a lot of incredible staff there to help everyone. Our brand new store in Troutville is a smaller footprint, so we are not offering quite the same categories of things, but this is built for homeowners, builders, contractors who are doing some big building projects. and need to have supplies and need to have free delivery next day. So we are super excited that that is about to open up. I did some pictures on Monday on our Facebook page. We'll be back on Friday to see what the team accomplished this week. And then I'll be back on Monday, Facebook Live and at 7 a.m. when we rock and roll, because that store will be open 7 a.m. to 4 p.m. Monday through Friday. It is super cool. We're so excited about that. I get so excited talking about it. And I'm not the one there working. Their team, the Troutville team, is just, they're so great, and they're getting everything started and ready to go for our customers. So.
I was just about to say, I wish y'all could see the pure excitement and joy on her face as she started talking about like everything Caps. Like as soon as she started, she closed her eyes and you saw the smile come up, and then it was just like so enjoyable to watch you talk about that. Like I got excited for you, and I'm just like sitting here like, oh, look at you, so excited.
Well, it's an awesome place to be. I love the fact that somebody today called, and I got lucky and got to answer that phone call of someone who needed some premium lumber, and they needed it in the next 30 minutes, and said, "Are you guys open in Troutville? Is there any way I can come to Troutville and get it?" Mm-hmm. And so I called the store manager and said, can we help them? Knowing it's a little bit too soon and we can't quite do it yet. But if we could, I know that Greg would do it, mm-hmm. and we would make that happen for that customer. And that is we are so lucky. Our owners have always focused on customer service and our just high standards of integrity. Mm-hmm. So knowing that that is going to continue into the Botetourt County area is really thrilling. And I think the other side of it that's so exciting is how fantastic the Botetourt community has been to come into. Mm-hmm. They have been incredibly welcoming. And we are so excited to not only continue all of our community involvement at Smith Mountain Lake, but becoming a part of the Botetourt community and giving back in whatever way we find that is the best Caps way. So there's so many cool things going on for Caps. At the flagship store at the lake, we are super excited because April 8th, this Saturday, is our Traeger Grills demo day. So Matt will be here from Traeger, grilling up on Traeger. We'll be using our Meter, which is our really cool thermometer that you can use and can buy it at our store. We have all of the really cool Traeger rubs and sauces, and so we're just going to be sampling from, I think it kicks off around 10 to about 2 or 3. So come on by the store on Saturday and experience the full Caps retail store and all the really cool stuff. Our outdoor furniture is on sale right now. Our really cool rugs are on sale. And I did a TikTok about it this morning, but I love these rugs. We have 2 different kinds that are indoor, outdoor, and also our washable ones. So there's really cool patterns. And when you think about lumber, you don't necessarily think about a rug, but right. We do all kinds of stuff. So, and when I talk about free next day delivery, if we have these products at our other store, we are more than happy to get them to you. If you're in the more Botetourt area, Montgomery County area, because we cover that I-81 corridor. So, super exciting stuff at Caps.
That's one of the biggest things I like to push about Caps is that I think a lot of people think, oh, it's just where you go to get lumber, or that's where you can go and get just stuff for your home. But y'all are so much more than that. Mm-hmm. I mean, when you walk in there, you go in thinking, oh, it's just going to be wood and stuff. Like, I don't know. Like you'd think as a female, no offense to females, I'm sure there are plenty of you going to Lowe's. But I mean, I'm like, I know, I'm just saying, you don't go there. Don't go there. Go to Caps. But you walk into a hardware store and you think, what am I looking for? But you walk into Caps and there's so much stuff there. Like I could spend a good hour just wandering around looking at all the things that you have there.
I did on Saturday. I had family members in town. I brought them to Caps as part of our vacation, of our weekend. And I thought, well, that's pretty cool that it's my own tourist itinerary destination. And we did spend an hour because we were playing with windows and doors and in the showroom and looking at it and talking to people and doing everything. When you walk into Caps, there is always somebody who's going to ask you if you need any help finding things. And I have had a customer go, golly, I can't even get to where I need because everybody's offering to help me. And it's the truth. We want you to come into the store and ask a question so that we can help you find the best product that you need. and there are plenty of us there to do it. And when I say us, I cannot include myself in a lot of that because of the depth of knowledge that the retail contractor sales teams have in the greenhouse. They can tell you so much more than what your original question is to help you make the best choice. I love when someone walks in and, like Debbie or Kathy or Brandy or Lib or Sarah or whoever says, can I help you? And they say, oh, I'm looking for this particular tiny little screw that I can't seem to find anywhere else. And they're like, oh, aisle so and so, third of the way down, it'll be on your right. And they not only know that, they're like, well, what are you fixing? Is there any other part of that? Are you going to need a hose? Or whatever. It's amazingly impressive of how all that goes. When we talk about caps and the want of our employees to make a difference, we can't go on without saying that we do support our locals. I was really cool. I had somebody call one time and they asked about a particular type of product that we don't carry. And I was talking to Bruce Shelton, our CEO, who is phenomenal. And he's like, oh, Manita Farm Supply has it. Tell them to call them. Or we'll call them and make sure. And it's
Right.
that kind of level of community involvement
Mm-hmm.
of knowing that Manita Farm Supply is a great place to go and what do they have that we don't carry, so we can make sure that our community is taken care of. It's the same thing in travel. When we are there, we are going to make sure that the folks there are Troutville is a Troutville team, so they know where to go if we don't have that product. So
Mhm.
we're super excited about that part of it. So anyway,
So I'm sure you guys are seeing stuff picking up with spring and summer coming along.
yeah.
People
Yeah,
people
we are.
building, especially out at the lake.
We don't
And-
really slow down, but yes, it is definitely, it's an overdrive. It's such an amazing company because every day, one of our Dave Q down in contractor sales said it best. He's like, every day is full on, every day is exciting, every day is different. And yes, building is coming up.
Mhm.
And it has been. I mean, it has been, but I can definitely say over the past couple of weeks we've had a lot more phone calls coming in about
Mhm.
it. So
Yeah, I bet, because I think now, like, this is the time, especially when it starts to get warm out, and people are like, oh, yep, I'm gonna go out there
Yeah.
and do all the things that I've been wanting to do, being cooped up all winter long.
yes, because now we have our tropical plants in, and we still have some house plants that are still on sale. So
Mhm.
come on by and grab up a few. And it's pretty cool because we Biff was talking to a customer the other day about a particular type of plant, and they were like, oh, I think this is going to be perfect. I think this is going to be perfect. And she said, do you have dogs? And the person's like, yeah. And she said, okay, well, then let's think about a different type of plant because this one is toxic. So it's that kind of level of knowledge of making sure you're not
Right.
going to walk out with something that could actually cause your furry family some harm. So it's that kind of, I just love it. They're great people there.
Yeah. Well, that's important that they're not there just to sell because they need to
Mm-mm.
sell something. They actually care about their products and what they're, because if they had done that and something had happened, then of course, you never know what'll come back. Oh, they sold this to me. But
They
when you
didn't have
take that
time to
level of
tell me.
care and knowledge about what you have, that's extremely important.
Mhm.
Now, we've talked about y'all do delivery of all, if you're out there building,
Yes.
y'all can
And,
do the delivery as well.
And because of CBABC, we have 3 billboards running that are about to finish up here in this area, and they're specific for next day delivery because it's really important to know that even from the lake, we are going to deliver out to you the next day, and those loads fill up quickly. They were full today, and we get notices all the time of how many days out they're filling up. So, but if we can squeeze it on, we will. We had somebody call one time and said, hey, I thought I was going to be able to come get these. They had ordered, I don't remember what the footage was, 14, 16-foot boards. And they said, I'm not going to be able to come and get them. I'm not going to have the trailer access. So can I get it delivered? So, the appropriate people hooked them up and they're like, yeah, we're going to be in your neighborhood tomorrow morning. So they just went ahead and
Mm-hmm.
was able to bring out those boards. And there weren't a lot. I mean, it wasn't a whole house going out on the trailer. It was just a few boards. And the person's like, call back, and he goes, you guys, that's incredible that you'll deliver I don't know, 6 boards to my house.
Yeah.
But they do with joy. So, yeah.
So with the Troutville, the new Troutville location, you were talking about that's a little bit of a smaller
Yeah,
store, but are
it's a
they still
smaller
going to have
footprint.
most of the other? Are they going to have the lumber
All
and
of the
stuff?
lumber.
Everything will be
Yeah.
there as well.
Smells so good.
Okay,
Yes.
I love the smell of
Oh,
fresh
it's
lumber.
awesome. It's
It
awesome.
does
Yeah,
smell
so
good.
we have the warehouse and the lumber yard there. So we're going to be delivering from there.
Okay, and they open up April 10th.
Monday
you said?
morning, 7 a.m.
How
Here
exciting!
we go. Here we go. So, yeah.
That's really exciting, and again, the growth of a local company,
Mhm.
and
Mhm.
and I think that's, you were talking about the COVID and everything, and I feel like I have seen though growth of so many small businesses even throughout the pandemic. Of businesses that just kind of kept their head down and kept pushing forward and just was like, I'm not going to let this stop us. And I just,
Yep.
I love to see it.
I do too. And Caps, Ryan and Shelly and Bruce and our owners, Dave and Cindy and everybody, they're so phenomenal about intentional steps forward. But it always comes back to how do we maintain our customer relationships, which is why anytime you call the Cap stores, you will have a real person answer the phone, because not everyone always knows what department they need or what they are actually. A lot of those conversations with, I don't know who to ask for. So then we filter through and find the best person to help them. But it keeps making sure that we are able to help people and they're not just going, oh, I think it's this department, and pressing a number and not getting what they need. So, or nobody ever picking up. So you will always have that real person. And I think that's one of the best things about Caps is that still that personal service, no matter how big we get, that the Caps culture stays embedded in how we do business.
Mm-hmm.
So we're upwards of 80 something. I don't even know the true count right now of employees. And it's really cool. The team members that came on Team Troutville they were already a part of us. It's really cool to train with them and watch them grow but they already had that spirit. They already had that desire and that incredible work ethic. So yeah, they're gonna rock. They're amazing people.
So tell us, what are the addresses of all the Caps? All the Caps. Tell me them.
All the Caps.
All the
Oh
Caps.
gosh, there's one I don't know off the top of my head. Okay, so the flagship store is at 13700 Booker T 17300 Booker T Washington Highway, right near the Kroger, and in Manita and near Bridgewater. So come on down,
Can't
and
miss it.
head over, and you've got great restaurants all the way around you to get great food. And then we're on 419 West in Roanoke near Tanglewood, and then our new store is 3396 Lee Highway. Our phone number at the lake is 540-721-2276. Our Troutville store is 540-302-3064. Our Roanoke stores is 540-981 and 4 other digits that are escaping me right now.
Well, I don't know, but the
So-
first two, the way you rolled those off are enough. Half the time I'm looking at my cell phone. I need my cell phone just to remember Autumn's number over here. I'm like, what's her number? So
Yeah. So we're rolling, but it's on our website, shopcaps.com. So, there you have it.
awesome.
There you have
And
it.
I will say, my personal experience, Caps is amazing. I go in
Thank
there quite a
you.
bit, and
Thank
definitely in
you.
the showroom. Like, bring my husband in there. He can't stand it. 'Cause I'm like, look at these windows.
Oh,
look at
the
this.
interior
Oh,
shade
yeah.
and the window. I know.
Mhm.
Greg gets very annoyed with me because I'll walk through and pull a door open and go, "Are you here?" And he's like, "Oh gosh, shut the door and what do you do?"
Yeah,
But
it's
yeah,
great.
I like playing with stuff in the store.
Yeah.
Yes.
One of the worst ones.
Well, guys, thank you for being on the show. And 100 episodes is, for those listening, I'm thrilled to be able to do this. It's,
Thank you.
it's great to have this outlet for our members. And I'm hoping for another, I don't know, 100, 500. How often do you want me in here, Woody? I'll be in here every day. We'll be.
Choose your words very wisely.
Let's
Yeah.
just keep it going. Keep it
Now,
going.
we are going to be doing a new
Yes.
live
Yep, next Friday.
Yep. Next Friday we're gonna be live. We're gonna be live Wednesday and Friday next
Yep.
week because we're gonna be at the job fair that CVABC is hosting on the campus of Central Virginia Community College and Merritt Hall. So we've got a job fair that will be from 10 to 2 next Friday. And if you're out there and you're job seeking, we encourage you to come out and talk to the different employers that we have set up there. And if you're an employer and we still have a few booths, I think a couple more booth spaces available. If you're hiring and want to come set up, it's always good to be right there at CVCC. We're right in the center of Lynchburg, right there on the bus line. And we're going to be putting it out to the students and the community. So come out for that. Woody and I are going to be talking to the employers on the air, talking about what they're looking for and, maybe even some tips for job hunting. Don't come. Here's tip number 1. Don't come in your pajamas. That is my biggest pet peeve about job fairs. Don't come in your pajamas. I mean, put something on that's at least somewhat
Well, I guess
decent.
I gotta find a new outfit.
Yeah. Now, you better not be showing up anyway, but to do your job. So anyway, but
In my pajamas.
yeah, and we're also going to be putting out. So now that we've hit 100 episodes and we're really into this, guys, if your business is out there and you want to be a sponsor of Talk Local to Me and have your own pre-roll commercial or post-roll commercial, or heck, even want me to sit here and do a host reg commercial for you, we have options for you. Our stats are looking phenomenal. I'm not in the Emirates or nothing yet that I know of, but I ain't Brandon Brown, but whatever. So, but
Bunk cakes now.
Brandon Bunt Brown.
Brandon, that's what I'm gonna call him.
Brandon
from
Bunt
now. Good job, Brandon. Anyway, thank you guys so much for listening in to Talk Local to Me. Thank you for
Thank you.
100 episodes, and thank y'all for joining me today. Let's go eat.
Thanks for having us.